and good morning. Second trip of the day out. You can probably tell already that it's windy, but it is also pouring rain, and that is so weird for this time of year. Our snow has gone all squishy and soft. When you step into it, you sink in, whereas yesterday it was hard and crunchy. I'm going to run Kieran to school so that he doesn't have to walk through the rain. Even though it's close by, it's really raining. And the worst part about it is that it's not just raining, it's like blowing. It'll blow them away. And home again. It's really quick to take Kieran to school. His school is super duper close to the house. I drove Caden to school. I thought I was giving Clancy a nice morning walk. I didn't realize it was raining at that point. So I took Cato to school and it was just pouring by the time that I got up there. And he was walking the girls to their school, and I felt so bad because it is very, very wet outside. And so he said it was extremely slippery and it turned into a bit of a challenge. They met up with their friends and they were kind of helping each other along because of how slippery it was this morning. But really, really unusual weather. As you can see, it's still snowy, but the snow level is dropping so fast. But the thing about this is that it's going to get cooler this afternoon, and then it's supposed to turn into snow. So we're going to get a bunch more snow, but it's also going to be a lot more ice because everything is just melting out all over the streets, and it's already pretty slick. If you've watched my Costco and Superstore hauls recently, you'll see that I picked up a few things that we're going to try for the first time. And today is the day. We're going to pull them out. We're going to try farro, which we haven't tried before. I've eaten it other places. I've just never made it for us. So on the back, there's a recipe for a Mediterranean salad. I'm going to give that a go, make that for lunch. The other thing that I've pulled out here is our mung beans. As you can see, they are split mung beans, which I thought I was getting unsplit mung beans. How do you say that? Whole mung beans? Only they're split. So hopefully they will still work the same for the recipe that I'm trying. It's a curry type recipe. So it should be fine. I'm going to use my Instant Pot because that will be faster. It's kind of funny because I'm looking through the whole list of foods that I had organized for Clancy and I to eat while we're doing Whole Foods. And I said to Clancy, everything that's on here is soup, whether it is a curry, which is kind of like a soup, or full on just straight up soup. So it kind of made me laugh because I don't feel like eating soup, but that's okay. We're going to give this curry a try and see how it goes. I've read with mung beans that they're a lot easier on your digestion if you actually rinse them and then let them soak for a little bit first. So that's my plan here. If you guys have any tips for mung beans, let me know. This is a ginormous bag and it's gonna last for a while. And now the next thing I'm going to do is cook up some of this farro so that I can have it for lunch. It's only about 10 o'clock now, so if I cook it up now, I can cool it and have it all ready to turn into a salad for lunch. And then I think I might cook up a little bit extra to put our mung bean curry over top of. Does that make sense? Adding some better than bouillon vegetable stock to the water. And now the farro. So just like rice, apparently I just have to bring it to a boil and let it simmer for 10 minutes. We're definitely boiling. Gonna turn it down, put a lid on. Farro is done. I didn't realize that there would be so much liquid left on top of it. So I actually had to strain it and get all of the moisture off of it so that it could just sit there and kind of cool down a little bit. It's delicious. I'm really happy with it. It's pretty cool. So yes, I'm going to make a Mediterranean salad with that, and then tonight maybe I'll serve it under our curry. I have what I thought was brown rice, but it turns out that it's parboiled rice that a friend gave us when they were moving. And I actually don't know what that is, which is kind of funny, and I keep meaning to Google it, and I haven't done that yet. But there's no time like the present to do so, so I'm going to Google it. It has been partially boiled in the husk. So soaking, steaming, and drying are the 3 steps. So I still can't really tell if it's brown rice or white rice. It looks brown, that's why I thought it was brown, but maybe that's just because of the process. I don't know, going to have to research it further. Time to get out of the house a little bit here. Oh, it's windy. I just walked around the corner. I was foolish enough to take the alley, and it is a sheet of ice. I wasn't even thinking of how much melting had happened this morning, but it is really bad out here. It's just slick. Even the dog is just slipping and sliding to find somewhere that's drier. Woo! Clancy's Christmas present finally came.
It's cool. It's coffee. Coffee is awesome.
I ordered this about a month ago from the province beside us, and it's just getting to us now. There's like espresso blend, code black, C4, and Riot. It's pretty cool looking. Obviously, we're home. I really didn't dig out the camera. The sidewalks are so slippery that it's dangerous out there. These girls are having a popcorn snack. Tiggy's making a big, not right now. Tiggy's working on a big poster. Her and some friends are doing some fun things for school. You're working on a poster too?
I flew in the back of our dollhouse.
Oh, nice. Are you drawing all of these guys? Is that why they're here?
I decided I should.
It's way too hard? Okay.
So I decided to just do hunts. And since I brought them down, now me and Tiggy are playing.
How hard is it?
Super hard.
I've got a serious case of the munchies today. Somehow walnuts and raisins are hitting the spot. Is that a weird combination? You kind of get that creamy texture, but you also get the sweet hit from the raisins, and that's exactly what I'm wanting. I need to get supper done because tomorrow is our big inspection of the basement. We will have an electrical and a building inspector. They are coming sometime between 8 and 12 tomorrow morning, so we've got a bunch of tidy to do down there still tonight, just some vacuuming, some sweeping, stuff like that, just to make sure that we are totally ready. Last night Clancy and I went through and we found all the spots that just needed some insulation put in to make sure the wires weren't touching the ductwork or the venting. And so I need to get supper on the table to make sure that we can eat on time so that we can get to the basement and start working on things. This is how my mung bean curry has turned out so far. It needs coconut milk and parsley added to it. I'm not sure what I think. Somebody's Invisalign just broke. Oh boy. Shoot. So, what would you guys think about having last night's leftovers again? Beef and broccoli with rice. Third night in a row. What do you think? Addie's happy? No. I'm not making something new. I don't know why hers broke. It's like the back chunk that goes back here. It broke off completely. So we're just going to move into the next one and go with that. If you've been around here for very long, you'll know that I make some sort of bread to get my kids to be more motivated to eat leftovers, especially 3 nights in a row. I feel kind of bad, but I'm coming up blank. I really don't feel like making biscuits. I keep making way too much food. I'm used to cooking for 7 people, but Clancy and I are eating a whole foods diet. And so I'm really mostly cooking for the 4 younger ones, Tiggy, Addie, Kaden, and Kieran, because Bailey is also eating a bit different. But I'm still making enough for 7 people plus leftovers. So I'm just realizing it made me laugh the other day because at some point I'm going to be cooking for only like 4 or 5 people. And I obviously don't know how to do that after all of these years. Mr. Cato's on dishes. It's not too terrible bad tonight. But on top of it, we're trying to get everything ready for inspectors to come through tomorrow. These girls are trying to clean up their stuff from downstairs without making a mess out of their bedroom. Okay, so far the bedroom isn't too bad.
I put the horses underneath.
I feel like Addison is hiding in here. Where is she? There she is! The girls had a fun little game of joining all of the ponies together. And Tiggy and I have been working at getting them all apart while we're memorizing her Awana over here. And Addison is hungry already, and we just had supper. And my voice is going. What's up with my voice? Clancy and the boys have got the basement all prepped here for our inspection tomorrow. It looks really good. They've really cleaned it up in here. There were a lot of holes in the plastic, so the boys have taped them all up here. Kieran's desk always so neat and tidy, but yeah, the wiring is all done up in there, and we are looking forward to getting it inspected. Clancy was just saying that he's actually really nervous about it and he doesn't think he's going to sleep tonight. I feel terrible for him. He's done all of this and I'm so proud of him. But as far as actually passing an inspection, I don't know for sure how that goes. We're hoping, praying that we'll be able to pass it, or if there are any repairs that need to be made, any changes, that they will just be simple ones and that we'll be able to do them quickly, because it turns out that our permit has already expired, but due to them being on holidays and all of that, we weren't able to finish and get it done in time. So I'm going to end the vlog here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. Come back tomorrow, I guess, find out if we pass this inspection or not. This is a pretty big deal. For the two of us never ever having owned a house or anything like that, it's a pretty big deal to actually be doing all the wiring and everything like that. I'm so proud of Clancy, and I'm so thankful too that he's willing to try. So fingers crossed for us, guys, that we pass this inspection tomorrow. Consider hitting that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and come on back to see more vlogs later on. We'll see you soon.